What if I told you there's a practice that consistently accelerates manifesting, even though no one really knows why it works? And for those of you for whom this is the first video that you're watching in my manifesting series, know that there are 10 elements of living in a manifesting state. You don't have to wear them like a process. You don't have to do them one in order after another. You don't have to watch the videos in order. Essentially, each element is something that when we adopt it as part of the way that we live, in combination, creates a lifestyle that tends to manifest more of what we want. Today's element is energetic alignment, and that is when we harmonize our internal state with the external world. What's fascinating about this is there are theories that range from ancient wisdom traditions all the way through to quantum mechanics, and none of them actually have fully explained how or why this happens. We simply observe over and over again that it does. Let's start with tapping in. In order to achieve that inner energetic alignment, a couple of things need to be present. The first is really knowing who you are. And in my language, I'm going to call that the soul self versus the conditioned self. That soul self is who you are when no one's looking. In those moments where you don't need to perform, where you don't need to be any specific thing. We're truly tapped in when we know that we're enough as we are, who we are, and that we are of the greatest service and impact when we lead from that soul self rather than from external expectations. The other thing that's present when we're truly tapped in is an embodied sense or feeling of success. You may have noticed, if you've already watched the video on visualization, that the visualization practice that I suggest includes some amount of embodiment. The easiest way is to close your eyes and to really imagine that you have the thing that you want, and stay away from any of the I don't want narratives. When fear creeps up, when all of the shoulds or expectations creep up, push them out of your visual. Just see yourself as the person who has this thing that you want, and then ground yourself in it. Take a couple of really deep breaths. Breathe her into every cell of your body. How does she carry herself when she has this thing that she most desires? Is she confident? Is she easy and relaxed? Notice everything about her. What does she wear? What does her posture look like? How does she gesture? How does she laugh? How does she smile? The more you can see about the woman who feels the way that you want to feel, the more quickly you're going to be able to create it in your life. The second part of energetic alignment is something that I call tapping up. And this is where we connect to that which we believe is greater than ourselves. So whether you tap into God or quantum mechanics or some other form of science, psychology, nature itself, the sun on your face is something that I tap into. Whatever it is that you have faith in, that you believe in, that is greater than the self, is tapping up. When we're connected to that, things accelerate. So regardless of what your belief is, there are 3 things that you can do that help you tap up and feel truly connected. 1 is gratitude. Look around you. Find beauty in what is in front of you. When you can find joy, beauty, gratitude for what already is, we accelerate our manifesting. The second thing you can do, look for signs in the world. It doesn't matter why it works, but if you see something and your spidey senses tingle and your intuition bells ring and you say, this means something for me, then it does. How or why doesn't matter. That it feels like a sign that is important to you is what does matter. And the third piece is surrender. We let go of the how while maintaining the what. What you're essentially saying is, I'm okay trusting that this will unfold. Independently, gratitude and surrender are two of the other elements of living in a manifesting state, and we dive into those individually in greater detail in other videos. So what's the bottom line here? The more grounded you are in yourself and the more connected you feel to everything that surrounds you, the more quickly you will manifest what you want, regardless of what you believe, regardless of what ends up being true when they finally figure all of this out. As long as you're in energetic alignment, you're accelerating your process. If you're a woman over 50 manifesting what's next for you in your life and this video resonated with you, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and hit that little notification bell so that you can be notified when the next video drops. Until next time, big love.